Welcome to another episode of Behind the Studs, your home improvement and remodeling podcast, where the two most entertaining guys discuss the do's and don'ts in home construction and in the remodeling industry. Remember that you can nail it, paint it, or just tune into the show. How about that? Here are your hosts, Colin Shaw and Jimmy Driscoll.
Hey everyone!
Hey!
Welcome to a new episode of Behind the Studs.
That is correct.
Mr. Driscoll, how are you, sir?
I'm just peachy, as you can see. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Looking good. Looking sharp.
And good
actually.
looking.
Right. Nice new shirt you got on there.
Yeah, I know. I finally cleaned up a little bit.
Now you're making me look bad.
Well, I have to look good because we got our boss in the middle.
I know.
Look who much.
Yeah, look who we found sitting outside the studio.
Yeah, and she
I was
wasn't
just
begging for
waiting.
change either.
Yeah, no, I know. But it wasn't also one of those groupies either.
Yeah, like there's so many we have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's lucky she got through.
I know.
Right.
There's a line.
She climbed over the bag lady. The only bag lady we have in Niantic.
Every town needs one.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, hello, Marissa.
Hello, guys.
How are you?
I am good. How are you?
We're
Good.
freaking awesome because you're here.
Yeah. If everybody doesn't know, Marissa's our producer.
Hello, everyone.
Does a great job. I'm
can
sure everybody can agree to that.
Yeah, I consider her our boss, is what I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Queen Bee coming up.
That's
Oh my
right, Queen
goodness.
Bee.
Yeah.
You are too
Yeah.
much, guys.
Well, Queen M, because
Yeah.
it's Marissa. Yeah, you can't take Beyonce's Queen Bee, so that wouldn't be right.
Nobody is Beyonce.
No, thank God. One's plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not a diva, that's for sure.
No, she's not.
No, she's
thanks,
not.
Very
guys.
down to earth.
She
even
eats
though
a
she's
hamburger
highly-
off a paper plate just like the rest
That's
of us.
right. Even though she's highly successful,
Highly successful.
very highly successful.
Hey, you know?
Yeah.
Extremely smart.
Yes.
Because I work with people like you guys.
Oh, shut up. Oh, stop it. Put the boots on. Oh, my God.
Jimmy, how come you're not that nice when she's not
Oh,
around?
my God. Jeez. Oh, my God.
Well, so I thought we would talk a little bit about podcasts and the importance of them for the general, contractor out there or anybody else who owns their own business. That there's a reason why, we do this podcast in addition to it's fun to do, or
Informative.
informative, things like that. But there is, definitely another side to that as to why it's being done. And Marissa will tell you why she told me I had to do a podcast about a year and a half ago.
No, it's not why you had to do a podcast. I thought, A, you would probably really enjoy it. And B, I think it's awesome and important that, that the clients, A, get to know who you are, and B, also get a lot of information in the process. I feel like the web is a huge place. There's a lot of good information, and there's also a lot of not so good information. Some of it's correct, some of it's accurate, and some of it's just people guessing, honestly. And so I feel like you two have such a good experience between the two of you and a lot of knowledge. And I think people like myself, they A, love your stories, and B, also get a lot of actual true important information for homeowners and also just for people who are looking to do things themselves.
Nice.
Great.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We enjoy doing it.
And of course, on a small business side, you definitely get a lot of, website traffic and get your information out. It's important for people who have that knowledge, if they're interested in sharing it, SEO and Google rankings and things like that. They love new, relevant information.
Cool.
So
between that and blogging, and just other type of posts, videos, pictures, things like that all helps to create more traffic, right?
absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. The more photos and descriptions and text, especially if you're regular, if you're consistent, blogging, podcasting, anything on social media, everything that you put out there is going to be good.
Right.
Great. By the way, did you get the videos I sent you today about the countertops?
Yes. Yeah, I shared them with Marissa. She got them forwarded to herself, and she'll post them.
Right.
Yep.
Yep. They're going to be up
Yep.
this week.
So you kind of like Instagram some of that stuff.
I sure do.
Because it was pretty cool how they got rid of the seam in the countertop. How he was doing it.
Yeah.
This guy was talented. 10 years.
10 years,
He'd
yeah.
been working for that company, but he used to work down in Florida.
Okay.
And he's doing it. I was just him and his son.
Yeah.
Oh, he's coming.
It
up.
is amazing. Those guys are artists. They really are.
He was an artist.
Yep.
He mixed the dye and the resin, the
Yep.
glue to get that seam. You didn't even see it anymore. It was gone.
No.
So just so everybody knows, too, we're talking about granite quartz countertops, and where there's a seam, if it's done right, there's a machine that they use that kind of like suction cups that just hold it together and make it so that basically the seam goes away. And if you still see a little bit of it, they mix this epoxy, I think is what
epoxy
it is.
And some dye.
Yep, and they fill the whole the seam, and it just really disappears. If it's done right, if it's done by a professional, it's amazing.
It was really
Well, and
cool.
the really cool thing is even on TV shows, home improvement shows, and even online, there's a lot of afters, like sometimes befores and afters. And I think it's really, really, really cool to see the actual video of somebody who's really a craftsman just doing it and what that installation process looks like.
Yeah.
No, it was very cool. Very cool. It was a good job, Jimmy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
nice video.
I was surrounded by a lot of talented guys on this kitchen renovation. It was really cool, and I got great, like I said, as a matter of fact, they want to be on the podcast. They want to talk about the designer, the cabinet designer, and the woman who had her house done. They want to both be on the show.
That'd be awesome.
And talk about how the trades worked and everything went. This was the smoothest one I've been involved with in a long time. It was like, wow. Everything just fell into place.
Nice.
The everything, as far as the products, the materials, and everything else, everything just flowed.
Are you talking about that white kitchen that I'm going to post pictures of?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
I love it.
Thank you.
I saw what the progress looks like so far.
Awesome.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, thank
What
you.
you didn't see through the video is that it's right on a lake.
Oh
And
my
it's
gosh!
beautiful.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
The view is
It's
just
beautiful.
amazing.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
I didn't get the view in my video, but it was. It's
Wow.
really a great spot.
Yeah. Even with the geese.
Well, you got to take the geese if you want the lake.
Take the good with the
Yeah,
bad.
but there's no goose poop. I don't understand it. No, they go over to the side and poop on the side. They don't poop on the grass.
What?
Hey, I think they're trained.
Wow.
Amazing.
Maybe that's another career for us. We could be goose trainers.
Got your guys' name on it.
It does.
So another thing I want to tell you, people are on your insurance. Before we get into this, real quick, very very interesting that I didn't notice, and I actually called my insurance company. The people that just moved into this house, we had a bad storm last week up here.
Yep.
Lightning struck their well.
Oh, really?
Their well was over 350 feet deep.
Yep.
So the well pump needed a half power horse motor to pull it up. So in other words, it wasn't a $2,000 gig; it was a $4,000.
wow.
But the plumber who did the work, when they blew it up, they said, "Listen, the wires are corroded. It took a direct hit, so it's all covered by insurance.
Okay,
It's
good.
all covered.
Oh,
Good.
wow.
Good.
So people out there, call your insurance agency and find out if your homeowners, if you are covered by lightning strikes on your well. Not so much even on the well, but the well pump.
Well pumped.
That's so specific.
I
Yeah.
think, I think
So good to know.
nowadays, I think nowadays they're supposed to have those grounded.
Well, it's grounded, but
Yeah.
it's still.
Really?
This
Still?
took a direct hit.
Huh.
And the plumber explained to us, you're in a very high iron area, and you have a huge steel pipe that's going into the ground. So whether it's grounded or not, still, you're looking at, it's a lightning rod. So lightning comes up, not down. Basically, It gets conducted to what's in the ground, the iron. He explained it to me, and it just, boom, they both connect. So you see the lightning come down. It's from the ground that it goes up.
Right.
Even though you see it go down. But anyway, long story
Oh
short.
wow.
Yeah.
So check your insurance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
It's nice when they can.
I called to
help
check
you out.
mine, and I'm covered, so I'm good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So bring on the storms.
No.
No. Okay.
Okay, so we got something very interesting that's going on that Marissa has in her house, and she's going to talk to us about this, which was it's fascinating. It's technology. It's where we are today, and
Yep.
Marissa, I'm going to let you take over, and we'll talk more about
Yeah.
it
So tell us exactly what the system is that you have
in your house.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people out there also have this.
I mean, I ever since I became a homeowner, I've gone into this long journey of home automation. I love having everything as much as possible automated, which I never ever expected.
Yep.
But we started really simple with a Google Home, with the display and the speakers. And then we slowly, we wanted to get a security system, but we realized if we were going to get one, we wanted something that we could get basics and then add on. And then the nice thing about the one that we have a Nest.
Is this complicated?
It is complicated. when you start adding out, so when you
What do you
first
mean?
get it.
When you mean
so
adding out?
When I mean, so a Nest started as a security system, and it's actually very, very simple to use.
Okay.
And the reason it is because any homeowner or any do-it-yourselfer can really do it on their own. You don't have to have ADT or a paid service like, something like that to monitor it, because it's connected directly to your phone. So
Not to the internet?
it is connected to the internet, but so if let's say your internet goes out, there is a backup installed into the system. So it'll alert your phone right away. And it'll say your system is offline using backup power right now. And so anyway, so we've never actually been without service. But anyway, so it started as like a regular, you put the alerts on or the little mechanisms on your doors or windows or things like that. And then we added on an automated door lock so that, it auto locks whenever we close the door. We have a code to get in. We can have neighbors or family members have their own code if they need to. We have a dog, so we also have dog walkers who have their own codes to get in.
Good.
Of course, it has a camera on it, things like that.
On the door lock.
On the doorbell. We have a smart doorbell as well.
It's a smart doorbell, not the Ring.
You also say Ring? Yeah. Or no?
Yep. So Ring is another brand.
Okay.
Nest has one. Ring has one. There's actually, I want to say, at least 5
Oh,
on the
wow.
market right
Okay.
now.
All right.
But those are the 2 most well-known ones.
Ring.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Now the Nest, as I remember from a few years back, didn't it just start off as the thermostat? Because it was, they called it Nest because it would learn itself what the temperature was in the room as you set it, and it became like...
Yeah, it becomes smarter.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's how it started, but that is very, very true. So we have we do have a Nest on the first and the second floor.
Okay.
And it does become, so it kind of learns what temperatures you like it during what times of the day.
Yep.
And so it has eco temperature settings, and you can also change those. So like if they have temperature sensors like separately,
Okay.
so that if on, like, for instance, in our house is 100 years old, so one side of the house is definitely, like, it could be 70 degrees and the other side of the house could be 60 degrees.
Yikes. Okay. All right.
So we have a temperature sensor so that during the day, the temperature gauge for the heating and cooling is in my office.
Okay.
Because that's where I am during the day.
Sure. Yep. Makes sense.
And then after 5 or 6 o'clock, it switches over to the dining room instead, which is on the other side.
Okay.
So just...
Go ahead.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It does take, I will say, that's what I meant by it gets more complicated as you add on, because it does have so many awesome features. So Google, because we have the doorbell and the locks and all those added on nice things, the Nest understands when we leave the house. So it'll automatically tell us, it'll send us an alert. It looks like you're not home. Would you like to go to eco settings? Would you like to turn on your alarm?
All right. So before you go any further,
Yep.
you want to set this up. If you want Nest, you want to set it up. Do you have a representative come out here and show you, or do you learn it all online?
You learn most of it online, but they do have, there's not like a representative per se for Nest. They have a lot of like local businesses, local sellers that'll come out. Nest also works with Brinks, so that you can also add on like the traditional. So if you're a little bit more traditional, you want, if someone's opening your door, your back door in the middle of the night, you can add on the Brinks service for $10 a month.
So that would be the alarm that goes off?
That would be the alert that goes out to a dispatcher.
Okay.
Who
Gotcha.
then will call 911 or what have you.
Okay.
So like I said, so you can either have the alert go to your phone, you can have it set for Brinks, but because you own it, you get to decide.
Oh, cool. All right. Now, do you have any alarms that go off as well, or is it just an alert to your phone so that you know somebody's there?
There's an alert. It comes off on all the bases with the speakers.
Oh, okay. All right. That's great.
Yep, it's
Well,
great.
if you're going to go that far, you might as well get the $10 Brinks, because if someone's in your house, which happened to my neighbor up in New Hampshire, he texted me and goes, "Hey, are you up at the lake right now?" And I was like, "No, I just left." He said, "Well, I got someone in my house."
Oh my
I'm like, "You kidding me?" And he sent me the videotape.
Oh wow.
He had a camera set in his living room, and there was a guy with his phone with the flashlight walking through his house.
Oh my gosh, that's so scary.
So he called 911, and he's on his way because he lived a half hour away from his house. So he's on his way, and I'm like, dude, don't go in the house. Wait for the police.
Oh, please.
Right?
Wait for the cops.
Absolutely.
And the weirdest thing, the cops showed up. The door was locked on the outside. Everything else was locked, but somebody got in his house.
So with mine, so if the person manages to get inside, the door will, like if you close the door,
Yeah.
it'll lock on its own.
So they can't get out.
No, they can. They just unlock it from the inside. You go back out. If they shut that door, my door will automatically lock itself in 5 seconds.
Right. Hoi vey.
Yeah.
So if this guy panics, well, you have a camera set up
Yeah.
in your living room.
No, I have no cameras inside.
You have
In the
them
house.
outside.
I have them outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing inside. So you're going to get a picture of the guy or the woman or the dog or the raccoon, anything coming to the
Yeah,
house.
if a bear comes my
The
way,
bear.
I'll know.
Yeah, can you
Yep.
imagine a bear like ding dong?
I'd let him in.
Right. No, I wouldn't.
I'd just get the hell out of there.
No.
He's going to get in if he wants to.
No.
Yeah.
Huh. All
I
right.
just
so
did
do
a
you
job.
think-
I just did a job in Madison, and the guy says, "You got bears up here?" He goes, "Yeah, come here." He showed me his front door, and he's got the side lights. Looked at the top side light, the top one. There was a nose print from a bear. Came right up and went right on his window. He still had it. I was like, "No way."
Yikes.
Okay, there you go. Finish. I don't want to interrupt you.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead.
Now, does somebody have to be in our opinion, tech savvy to be able to put this all together? Or is
Sounds
it pretty,
like it.
or is it pretty easy once you get into it?
If you have a smartphone and you use apps on your phone,
Yep.
you are you're there.
Okay.
I mean, it's all it is. So between just doing the installs, like if you're going to do literally like the door mechanisms or the window, they're just like the stick-ons.
Okay.
That you just, you stick right on there unless
Yeah,
you
'cause
want
there's
to
no
get.
wires or anything,
There's
right?
no
So,
wires.
yeah.
Nope. Everything is wireless.
Yep.
So, if you've ever connected a wireless printer or you're connecting your internet or you're giving someone your Wi-Fi information, all that you're just putting that into the app.
Huh,
So that
okay.
it can, and then literally, like I said, if the more details that you want to provide, the more efficient your system is going to be.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's really great. And we also have the smart lights. We have the the Phillips Hue light bulbs.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I became kind of obsessed around this
About
Christmas
light bulbs?
about light bulbs.
All right.
All right, we found something out,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Never heard anybody that passionate about light bulbs.
Okay, all right. Some
I-
people are into feet.
Oh
Right?
my-
She's into light bulbs. Geek.
I know that one I will for sure own.
Uh-huh.
I saw a commercial and the person was driving home and as they approached their driveway, all the lights lit up in their house and I was like, wow, that
like
looks
a
so
like a
exciting.
surprise party.
And so I went out and I literally just every single weekend for the longest time I would go out and purchase 2 or 3 light bulbs.
Okay.
And I would put them in all the different rooms and inside, outside. And I can literally, those have settings as well. So like, you can say, hey, Google, turn the kitchen lights to 30%.
Jeez.
You can have, again, with the scheduling, so our outside lights automatically go on at sunset.
Okay.
They go down at sunrise.
Okay.
Same thing with the bedroom lights. I'm an early bird. I'm in bed at 9 o'clock. So right at 9 o'clock, my bedroom lights start dimming, and by 9:30, they are all out.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It lulls you to sleep.
Oh my God. I wish I could do that with my TV so she could just like go to bed.
You have a TV on in your room at night?
No.
Oh, I do.
Oh God, I can't.
Oh my
can't
gosh,
do
I
it.
can't
do
not
it.
have something
No.
on. Oh
So
man.
is it the white noise or do you need just the flash of the TV? I'm talking to you, Marissa.
Yeah, that's you because I'm
Geek.
out. I'm out. No TV in my
Oh
room.
no, I love it. So like I'm a big Frasier fan at night. Anything that's not new, right? So like I'm a big like rerun person or just something that's on.
Like Everybody Loves Raymond, which is my
yeah,
show.
I love Everybody
really?
Loves
Okay.
Raymond. I love that show.
Yep.
And so like I like that that repetition kind of. It's very comforting for me. And so I just watch it until I'm really sleepy.
I think you should just listen to the podcast. That'll put you to sleep. Jesus.
Works for me.
Oh, Jimmy's talking again. Good night. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I always find it very useful too for customers of ours that have cottages down here. You know, because it makes sense. You're driving from Hartford, so turn on your AC when you're on your way down. By the time you get there, it's all set and it's perfect.
It's really...
There's some definite benefits from that.
I have definitely done that. So like recently we went camping, forgot to turn off the lights in the house, and literally just went on my phone, said all lights turn off, and they all turned off except for the outside lights.
Wow.
But
And you talk to the phone, you go to your app and go, turn on the lights, or blah, 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 turn on the AC, or turn whatever, and it just does it.
You can, yeah, because our Nest products are all, well, especially now with Google, but they're all hardwired with Google now.
Okay.
Yep. So they're all interconnected and everything works together. So usually we just say, hey, Google, do this.
Now, do you have like...
See, there's my phone. It's already listening to me right now.
It heard you say Google.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I could tell it. I could say, hey, Google, turn my kitchen lights to 30%. And it'll do that right now.
You'll need to unlock your phone.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So now, what does something like this cost?
I can't even activate my voicemail. Jeez.
Yes, you guys all missed it earlier. He's been trying to record a new voicemail. It's not going well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're on the 4th attempt right now.
Yeah.
I
Something like
know
There's
what
going to
it's-
be swear words in the next
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Oh, this
Oh, yeah.
phone looks good outside that window, I tell you right now.
All right, so what are the costs? There's a cost for the app. There's a cost for all the equipment, the light bulbs.
What's the bottom line?
What are
What's
we-
the
what are we
bottom
looking
line?
at?
What's the
Yeah,
bottom
okay.
line for the app?
Okay, so app is free.
Okay.
And I will say, yeah, it definitely depends on where you want to start. So so the Nest.
Basic.
So the Nest was running a really cool special for a while. For the basic security system, I want to say it was like $300
A month?
Okay.
No, total, and you own
buy
it.
it. You buy everything.
You buy.
Yeah.
It's yours. You can we can take down everything in the house and just take it with us to another house. That's the best part.
And what's the warranty on it? Is there a warranty on it?
It's a great question. Nothing is broken down yet.
Okay. All right.
That's good news.
That's That's an excellent question,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
And
Maybe one of our listeners can let us know what it is. Because we don't feel like looking it up. So if you could just let us know.
Yeah. I mean, and everything. So we also have the fire alarm, the CO2 monitor, things like that.
Yep.
Those run about $90 to $100 depending on, and everything we've found
One time.
usually goes on sale.
One time.
And then you own it.
So the one I saw down here, over here with the water.
Oh my gosh, the water leak. I totally forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
So our water heater busted and we woke up in our basement to about a foot of water.
Ugh.
And I thought, fuck this, never again.
What did you just say? What did you just
we were
say?
doing so
she
well.
said a bad word.
Man,
I wouldn't even say that.
we're taking light bulbs away.
I'm sorry. We'll bleep that out.
Yeah.
But
Oh my God.
I think we can leave that in. It's all right.
Let's rewind that. She just went Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
so we woke up, there's a foot of water in
Mm.
our basement before our sump pump was able to keep up with it. And anyway, the only reason I knew is because I went to take a hot shower. And of course, there was no hot shower for me.
All right, I want to justify something right now.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. I don't care if you go to church every Sunday. What you just said is what runs through everyone's mind when that happens.
It's
So
true.
I justify that word that God invented.
Did he?
He invented it.
No kidding.
Because it's
Yeah.
got everything in it. It
Right.
says
Yeah,
exactly
it's full
how
of
you
so
feel.
much emotion.
Yeah,
is.
the best
It
word
is.
ever
Yeah.
invented.
Yeah.
Besides,
Jimmy, I really feel you on that.
you do.
Yep,
One
I
of-
agree
One
wholeheartedly.
of the most sketchy words ever invented.
Oh no.
Moist.
Oh,
yeah, I'm with you on that one too. I hate that. I hate
Cake
that.
works. Where else
Yeah.
does it work?
No.
Nowhere else.
Nowhere. No.
Go ahead. How you feeling?
Moist.
Yeah, try and say that with
Oh, I got things to do. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You're not
All
my
right.
friend anymore.
Next.
So we had the water heater bust, and I thought there's got to be something better than this, than waking up to a foot of water and having to clean all that up and then having to get it. Yeah.
God.
So anyway, I found that there were smart water detectors or water leak detectors, and it was literally $30, and I got it on Amazon.
Yep.
And it connected. I was able to. There are a number of products and companies.
Where
that
do you put it?
that you put it right next to the water heater, or you can actually put it wherever you want. You can literally put it next to your washer if you're worried about it leaking.
Well, like if my boiler went, which it's ready to go.
Yeah, you can put it right next to it as long as it has to be flat. It has to be flat.
All right.
Now, in today's codes, though, too, they do make you put it in a pan. Your hot water heater has to be in a pan.
Oh.
And then there actually has to be now an alarm.
How about that?
In the state. I don't know if it's nationwide or not, but that's the new thing.
An alarm.
An alarm.
Well, if I have an alarm app,
that's even better, because then at least it's on you. I mean, if you're not home and that thing goes off, the alarm goes off. That's great. The alarm's supposed to be triggered so that it's an automatic shutoff, so it shuts the water off,
see, that's
so
really
that it
cool.
can't, keep producing water on you. Oh. Yeah, that's what ends up happening. You blow your hot water heater, and the water just keeps coming and keeps coming.
Yep.
So
that actually, I have to say, and this is amazing. It was a Badaris boiler, and I had to go to this woman's house who lives way up in the woods.
Yep.
And it was just by chance she wanted me to do some interior painting, and they just bought the house. They lived in New York, and I was with Ron, and we went into the house, and we're looking around, and at that moment, within the 40 minutes that we were there, the automatic thermostat that they had that regulates the water shit the bed.
Oh.
So what it was doing, it was recreating hot water,
wow.
and it was pouring out of the overspill.
Oh, yeah.
So it was just creating hot water, and it was dumping all into the basement. But they did have like a trap where it would go into. But if I wasn't there,
Sure.
Oh man.
Would have kept going.
kept on going.
Sure.
And I was so lucky. Shut it down. No
Wow.
alarm. They didn't know.
Yeah,
They didn't know.
yeah. That's why that smart alarm really does work.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Smart alarm. Mark that down,
Yep.
baby.
Yep.
Get it.
Get it.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, where I've seen it go wrong is we did a job for a customer, and we were working up in their attic, and we were finishing it to make it into a bedroom for the kids and a loft area, so someplace they can go hang out. But this guy had cameras all in the attic, so you would walk and the thing would go zzz, it would follow
so
you.
creepy.
And then you go somewhere else, it goes zzz, and it would follow you. So one of the guys just went over to it and just was walking along and just like, oops, and just like hit it and it dropped off. I got a phone call within 2 minutes. Please pick up the camera and put it back. I was like, wow.
Goodness.
I was like, this is freaky. They were down in New York, so it was like really bizarre. You know.
That's crazy. One bad product that's out there right now: do not buy the Moen motion activated faucet. Don't buy it.
Oh yeah.
People have them.
Oh, I've heard about that
They're,
one.
they're terrible.
They are. They're horrible.
I just had a customer went in there and they replaced the Moen 3 times.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
There's a chip in it. It just does not. It's defective. They don't work. They're crap.
Yep.
Stop.
Yep.
Just turn the water on.
Yep.
Don't get the motion thing. It's not perfected yet. It needs a few more years.
And it's been out for quite a few years
It
already,
has.
and it has
Terrible.
not been well.
No,
It has
does not
gone
work.
well.
No.
Oh, that's
Moen, no.
No.
Get the thumb down on that one.
Sorry, guys.
All right, we helped you out on that one.
Yep.
All right. You'd use your swear words on that one. Absolutely.
There you go. Yep.
Even
Oh,
the
yeah.
plumber was
Well,
like,
especially
"You
when
gotta
you
be kidding me."
when you spend that kind of money on it too.
That's
I mean,
a
they're
lot.
not
It's
cheap.
expensive.
Yeah.
And you got to
Yeah.
get the electrician and the plumber to
Yeah.
install it. You know, most people
And they
think
gotta
it's
come
like
back.
a battery or something. It's like, no, it's wired.
And they come back 3 times.
Yep.
It's still not the right. It's still
Yep.
not working.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Oh my God, forget it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay.
Crazy.
Nope.
All right, so what else we got on the home security
I think that's
systems?
good.
Anything
Oh
else?
my
Anything else?
goodness. Yeah. Well, I mean, the only other thing that I know people are really, really big into right now are the smart appliances too.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
So you can operate your oven from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. So we did buy a dishwasher because
Mm-hmm.
ours always had 2 inches of water at the bottom every time we ran it.
Lovely.
Yeah, so that that was fun. It was like, I got to wash the dishes 3 times.
Nice.
Get that water sensor out there too.
Yeah.
But I mean, literally so it is technically a smart dishwasher. But really, I mean, literally all it does, at least for now, is, it does tell us which cycle it's on and it tells us when it's done. So maybe if you're really excited, you have plans and you're in a
Yep.
rush and
Yep.
you really need to know when that dishwasher cycle is done, it is going to tell you.
All right.
But we really haven't used it other than
Good.
that.
Move on.
You know, it's funny that you say that though. in a lot of the colleges that we were looking at for my son, they
That's
have
important,
they
right?
have the
Yeah.
app that is connected to the washing machine you start.
Yeah.
And in your room, it'll just go on your phone. It'll say your wash is done. Go downstairs and
See,
Oh, that's good.
That's awesome.
and then
That's
they go
great.
downstairs.
No, that's
so
great.
They didn't have to sit there for
Perfect.
45 minutes
Right.
waiting for it.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
So
perfect. That's
or you can look at your phone and you see there's 2 or 3 washers open, so you know to go downstairs.
That's
or it'll tell
cool.
you everything is full, so you don't even bother.
That's
that
good.
is awesome.
Isn't that pretty cool?
College kids are
see,
irresponsible. That's good.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love the automation. I think there's so many uses for it, like whether it's a home or, as you say, a dorm.
yep.
I love all the different features that are available now.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
It's really cool.
All right.
Well, automation keeps taking over jobs, though.
So we got to tell people what's going on with us. Is it? Because I don't even remember now.
What's it?
October, November, Mohegan Sun.
Oh, February.
Yeah, see, that's how close I am.
Not even in the right year.
2020.
Nice to meet you, Judy. No, it's Mary. I know, I know.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's sometime in the future. Yeah,
February.
February.
What are we doing in February, Colin?
We are going to the Home and Garden Show. It's going to be held at Mohegan Sun.
And we're going to be there live.
We're going to be there live.
Podcast.
Yep. And we're going to be interviewing some of the people that are there, showing off their wares and all.
Yeah.
So,
Best stuff for the home and garden.
yep.
And we'll bring him in on the show, and
Yep.
we'll discuss. Marissa's going to be there with us.
Yep,
Well,
she
yeah, I'm
will.
going to definitely be behind the scenes that day.
Absolutely. You have to be.
I'm going
Yep.
to try to get Josh to go with us so he can announce the people that are coming in, and they can hunt. Yeah, because
We're going to have an announcer?
Yeah.
He's
He's got the
It's
golden
going to be
voice.
like a game show.
No, he's going to have that golden
Ladies
voice.
and gentlemen.
We've got Artie and landscaping. Why not? Come on. What's wrong with you? I love this guy. He's so good at it. His
You
voice
should-
is just like
You
the
should see
golden
him
voice.
operate a lawnmower. This guy. I'll tell
This
you
guy
what.
is Artie, the lawnmower guy. Yeah.
Come
on.
All right.
That's
all
it.
right.
No, that's
Right.
great. That's great.
That's right.
We need a sidekick.
Right.
Right. We need an announcer.
This is Philip from AstroTurf. Come on, Philip. Philip from
Phillips
AstroTurf.
married with 3 kids.
Has 3 kids and has a smartphone. And still can't use the apps. He's now been committed and has his son working the job.
All right. Well, hey, that was fun. Thanks for joining us, Marissa.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome, guys.
Yeah. It was
We love
fun
you.
to have you
You're
here.
awesome.
And of course, we're going to end this, and we're going to have serious talks about how we're going to improve the show. Right?
That's right.
Yes. How we're going to grow
I've
even
got
more.
to go.
You're a big part of this.
I'm the big part of the problem. I know that. Hell.
All right, everybody. Next week we do, right, Marissa? We have the guys
Yeah.
in for the ductwork.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yep. It's the 2 brothers. They own the company.
Yep. Okay,
Yep,
so
they're
we're gonna
really
actually have
excited.
2 guys.
And the name of the company is? That company. It's spelled
right there.
BLLLUUUP.
There, show it to Jim.
It's Dryer Vent Wizard.
Right.
Dryer Vent Wizard.
This is the guy right. Foot in the door.
Right.
There. There you go.
He did that last time too.
It felt so damn good.
Throw your phone instead of the foot.
No. Not yet. Don't worry.
That foot never did anything to you.
Wait.
Yeah. All right, everybody, join us next week, and we'll have the Dryer Vent Kings or whatever they are.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Just join us.
Jesus. Al Simon.
Bye.
Bye,
Just
guys.
told you.
All right. See ya.
See ya.